Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to use the nspire to do a quadratic regression, which means entering data as it appears in a table into the calculator so that the calculator can give you an equation that best fits that data. So in order to do this, we're going to go to Add List and Spreadsheets, and we're going to enter the data. So we have the variables S for wind speed and T for change in finishing time, and then we have the data that is provided. So I'm just going to enter that data from the table. And then now that I've had those independent values entered, I'm going to enter the dependent values that correspond to each. Okay, and I've entered my data, and I'm just going to take a quick little moment to review and make sure that I've entered my data correctly. And everything is looking good so far. For negative 1.05 and 6. Okay, so that all looks good. And now that I have entered my data in a list and spreadsheet, I'm going to insert a page into my document for data and statistics. And when I do this, I get this random scatter plot. Now, even if you entered the same data as I did, your scatter plot would look different because in order for it to be consistent, we have to define our variables. So we come down here to the bottom and click to add variable. We're going to use S for our independent and T for our dependent. And then we're going to go to Menu, Analyze, Regression, Show Quadratic. Okay, at this point, now we have to write down that particular equation that we have found. So I have y equals 0.011905 x squared plus negative or minus 0.308571x plus negative or minus, and I can't see it, so I need to move it. Okay, so minus 0.000476. Okay, and now I'm going to enter that in a graph. But before I do that, I want to show you over here in your list and spreadsheet, you can go to Menu and you can come over to Data and you can go to Quick Graph. So again, you can go to Menu, Data, Quick Graph, and it'll do a quick graph right here for you, and you'll have to change your variables here. And then you can do the regression right here from the screen. Analyze, regression, show quadratic. Okay, now it's going to be a little bit hard to see the particular equation. It doesn't fit on the screen there. But if you guys remember, you can go to the tiled pages and then ungroup, and it will split it to a separate screen for you. And that way you can kind of see everything. Oh, if it doesn't disappear on you. But anyway, there are two ways to do that. So now I'm going to insert a graphs page, and I'm going to type in the function that we just found in the regression. So I'm going to have 0.011905 x squared plus negative or minus 0.308571x and minus 0.000476. So there's my quadratic equation that we found from the regression. And now I can look at the table. So I did Control T to look at the table, and I'm looking for the output when x is 10. So that's negative 1.895626. I wonder if I can copy that. Let's see. I can. So that would be my answer to part B over here. Predict the change in finishing time when the wind speed is 10 meters per second. So based on this data, we found an equation that matched that. And so we plugged that into our graph, and then we looked at the table and found the corresponding value for 10. One more thing, of course, you can the table, and we can do that with the geometry menu. We can do points and lines, point on, drop a point, and then change the X value to 10 and find the corresponding value there. Notice it's negative 1.9 here and it's negative 1.895686 over here. That's because this is rounding. So if I want this to give me more decimal places, I can change that there in the attributes. So there you go. Now you know how to use quadratic regression to find the equation of a graph from data, and then use that equation to find a specific output for an input that is not provided in the table.